Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we have a little bit of a different video than I'm used to doing, and I'll basically be talking about why I'm no longer pre-farming for Columbina. I keep almost saying saving, and yes, I am still saving for Columbina. I have not done any pulls. My savings are still intact, and if you want a little update on my savings, here you are. I'm at 580 pulls, and I've got almost... how many pulls is that? Like 4 pulls? I've got like 4 extra pulls, so 584 pulls saved up for her. And today I'm just going to be talking a little bit about why I'm not pre-farming for her anymore. While I am pre-farming a few things, such as the artifact fodder that I will need to level her artifacts, which is mainly because I always have had a lack of artifact fodder, and recently I've been saving up a bunch of it, so I actually have a lot nowadays, which is actually crazy for me. I've never had a good amount of artifact fodder, and I even have some of these, which is crazy. I actually, for the first time in my entire account, got the message where it's like, you have too many artifacts, please delete some so you can actually add some more, and I was astonished. I was so happy because I've never had that message before. So essentially, the main things I'm saving are artifact fodder, and maybe I'm trying to save my Mora, but I don't really need to worry about that for a while. I'm saving Mora and Here's Wit, but those are about the only things I'm going to be saving, because once her talent books come out and the materials she might use for her leveling and stuff, I'm not going to be pre-farming those. I'm not going to be pre-farming everything, because while I can pre-farm those materials, and I have made a video on how I'm planning on pre-farming those videos, or was planning to pre-farm those materials, I realized that's not really what I want to do, and I'll explain why in this video. But if you don't want to listen to me yap about like my saving and stuff like that, just skip to the timestamp, like up like somewhere where I'll put it somewhere, and skip to that timestamp, and it will tell you. There will also be timestamps down below that you can skip to the points you want to go to, because I know I'm going to be yapping a lot in this video, so I hope that's alright with you guys. I'm going to be using some resin while I talk about this. Anyways, let's get right into it. I first started saving for Columbina back in 4.7. The earliest memory of a version that I have of saving in was the beginning of 4.8, and I've been saving for a little bit before then. So because of that, I do know I've been saving, for instance, at least 4.7. I believe it started in 4.7. I have done a few sessions of pulling along the way, like where I broke pulling. I stopped pulling or something. And maybe I broke the streak, but I don't actually consider that me stopping saving. I don't consider that my time to reset, if you want to call it. Because I did pull for Venti on his last banner, and I did pull for Lanyan when she first released, because I didn't want to wait for her banner. But other than that, I didn't really do any pulling other than standard banner wishes. Regardless, I ended up saving a lot more than I anticipated. I expected Columbina to come out during Natland, and I'm very glad she didn't actually, because I think Nod Cry is going to be a lot more fun, and it's going to be a lot better than if she came out in Natland, so I am glad. I'm also definitely going to have a lot more saved since she's coming out in Natland than if she were to have come out in... Oh, no, I will have a lot more saved now that she's coming out in Nod Cry rather than Natland, which is also really nice, since now I'm planning to get R1C4, I believe? That's the goal. Of course, that's not likely going to happen, but at the end of the day, that is the best case scenario. I get at least C4, but that is not guaranteed, of course. Other than that, my old mindset was once she comes out, I want to have her fully leveled immediately, max ascended, 5-star. Max Ascended, I wanted to get her like a level 100 since that's coming out now. I wanted to get her level 100. I wanted to get her triple crowned, level 90, level 100, maxed out weapon, signature weapon. And now that I look back onto it, I'm realizing that once she comes out, I'm going to want to use her constantly. And by this I mean I'm gonna want to have her and then be able to actually play her and have things to do with her, not rather than just like get the character, do my commissions, like play the game, do my resin for like a few minutes, and then log off. Like I wanna do stuff once she comes out. I'm gonna be so excited. that I don't want to have to just log off when you get because I don't have anything else to do, like residency all done. And what am I gonna do? Fight some mobs? Like I could technically do that, but it's not really what I would want to enjoy having my first day of having her be like, you know? I know that sounds really dumb because it's like it's a fictional character, but I'm really excited for this fictional character, so leave me alone. Regardless, I realized that I don't want to spend the entire time of me getting this character to be on, like, doing my commissions and then logging off. I want to have things to do, so I'm going to let myself wait on pre-farming, because then I can, once she comes out, I can farm with her. But regardless, my main reasoning is just I don't want to get her and then just have nothing to do with her, and I think this is something you should all consider if you all have a favorite character that's coming out in Nodcry and you're planning on pre-farming everything. If you're super excited for this character, I'd recommend considering not, because hear me out, you're not gonna have anything to do once they come out. You're gonna have everything farmed for them. I tend to build a lot of my characters, so I have a lot of my characters are already built enough. Like, I have up till, minus Chi-Chi, Ayaka, and Kirara, every character up to Ether are fully leveled and all built. I think Kokomi actually might not be built though as well. No, it looks like she is, I don't know. But every character there is all built, so the thing is, I don't have a whole lot of characters left to build, so when she comes out, I want to be able to spend time building her and enjoy it. And I realize I can't do that, so I think if you're really, really excited for a character, you should consider this, because if you're not that excited for a character, it doesn't really matter, because, you know, you're probably gonna have other things to do anyways, especially if you're a new player. But I am a very long-term player. I've been playing for 2 years. That's not that long. I know there's people who've played longer. I'm actually on to my 3rd year now. And it's actually been 3 years by the time she's out. So there's also the aspect of, if you don't have a lot of fragile resin, this is definitely something to consider. I have a lot of fragile resin, which is going to give me a lot to do, but if you don't, make sure, make sure, 100% make sure you are giving yourself stuff to do once your favorite characters come out. Because it's definitely something I think should be considered. Regardless, I realize I want to take my time when it comes to leveling her, because she's my favorite character. She's gonna be my favorite character. I'm gonna love her so much. And even if she's not like my favorite playstyle, she's getting pulled. I'm pulling for her and her weapon and her constellation. She will come home. Okay? Anyways, that is all for this video. I just wanted to talk about that briefly because it was a little bit of a change in plans for my plans for, like, Columbina and my channel, because this is mainly what I post on this channel is saving for Columbina and some tips and guides. But that's about it, and once again, thank you so much for watching. I hope you all have a great day. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye!